Hello and welcome to episode 16 of the Dream Park series. In the last episode we built this massive coaster right here and this dieselpunk building because our new theme is dieselpunk and winter, like snow, cold, you know, tundra. Put those two together and you have a pretty interesting theme. The coaster is of course a suspended swinging coaster, and yeah, I still need to fix that back bit, which we might do later on today's video. But you might actually see right now that I have done some things off camera. First of all, look at this. We have guests riding the coaster. If you missed it, I think it was the last episode, we did this to the Wasteland coaster. If we just go under here, we hooked it up with our money farm, wherever that is. It's hooked up to our money farm, which means that if we go up here, yeah, look at that, there are actually guests queuing up for this ride. So it looks like there are actually people riding this ride in the theme park. So I've done the same thing over on this ride. There's just a path underground leading to this ride right here, and it's invisible. You can't see it, but the entrance is literally right here. I think if I go to here, yeah, look at this. they're just stuffed in this wall. I don't know how they're alive, but it's really cool that you don't see them, and that's a pole. I've also made this bit up here actually snowy. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It makes sense, and that is just making things a bit more realistic in the sense of snow. Because remember, I think this is gonna be like a blizzard area. So snow on the roofs, even got some snow rocks for that variation in the detail. I don't know. Just looks pretty cool. I even got the snow on the fence and the platform right here. Also changed the colors of these tankers here. Felt like the green looked a bit too off. Didn't really fit with the diesel punk, and I just changed the colors to fit in with this building much better. Now, what I want to do is actually build our entrance and exit. The player entrance and exit, that is. And in the last episode, I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what this building was supposed to be. All I knew is that I wanted to build a pretty cool looking diesel punk building. But I think whatever I did is pretty perfect, because look at this. This arch right here is the perfect spot for the end of our entrance and exit right here. So yeah, that's where that's gonna be. And I think the entrance for our entrance is going to be somewhere here. Once again, along the main path, like the wasteland is. I think something like right here should be fine. And I actually want it to follow the, like this hilly hill, to give it the sense of hilliness, and it's not just on the ground level, you know? So yeah, I'm just gonna get started straight away on that. I have no idea how this is going to look. Alright, and like 10 minutes later, I've cooked up this queue line. This is where the entrance will be. I might make this a bit larger and then funnel it in. I think that's actually what I will do. And then you go over here, it'll actually go up. The coaster goes over your head, but it's not like really close, so you know, it doesn't smack people in the face. But then you go around there and then up into what will be a diesel punk building, and this is where the common zigzag cube bit is. I don't know what that's called, that part in the cube, but you know what I mean. And then it just goes down and around to the coaster right here. So what I gotta do now is actually just finish up this terrain. Okay, there we go, we have finished all the terrain. Added a few rocks here because there was a terrain piece right here. It was just so annoying. So I just covered it over with some rocks. I think I'll add these rocks here and there. But anyway, we've done the terrain. I think now what I want to do is actually make just an arrow, just a simple arrow. There we go, pretty simple, but it gets the job done. And now I want to buid some fences, some diesel punk fences. I don't know what those will actually look like, but I think some just like factory looking fences should do the trick quite well. I'm looking at some inspirational images. Or we could do something that might be a bit tricky, especially at the size that I want to do it at. But what if we made a gear in between these fence poles right here? I think something like this actually looks really nice. Okay, so I'm going to try my best. Because of what I've decided to go with, it's not going to be the easiest thing to get this around curves like this, especially stuff like this. Yeah, but I'm going to try my best, and I'll see you when I've done that. Alright, okay, it is another day now, and I finally finished the queue and exit path right here with all the fences added. This did take a while, but we finally did it. I've tried my best. There were some bits like this part right here that it's a bit weird, but you don't really notice it in the grand scheme of things, so it's not a big problem. But we have the entrance right here where you funnel in, go up here, go all the way here, and then you have this blank spot right here, and another one over there, which we're gonna place some buildings on top of. I felt like it'd be just cool to not have a blank queue path, and instead actually put a building in the middle of the two. Just, you know, why not? I made these pretty simple gates with like the no entry signs when they're closed, obviously. I think they look pretty cool, pretty nice, and then just go here, and then whatever the ride's here, you'll be able to ride it. Yeah, and the same for the exit, pretty simple. Just go all the way over here. This is where the building would be. Go all the way over here. Yeah, nothing insane, but I think it looks really nice. So let's get cracking on building. I want to build this cube entrance building thingamabob. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be freaking sick. Okay, I want this to be much more of a wider building than a tall building. I'm gonna try and use the same sort of palette, but also mix it up a bit so it all feels connected. Okay, let's make this a box. Okay, there we go. That's pretty simple. And I think I might actually as well. Let's actually just separate this part of the building, and we might as well make it the same pavement color like that. And once again, I'm gonna add some snow on these actually as well. Like anywhere that it feel like it should have snow, it's gonna have snow. I want to slightly mix things up for this roof right here. Not just have a flat roof. I actually have this reference image on the side right here, and it has like two cogs coming out the roof, which actually looks really sick. So I want to do something like that. But this is like the stand, I guess, for it. I just gotta make the circle of the gear or cog, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of gears and cogs happening in today's episode. And in these gears, they have like these pokey outy bits, which I'm gonna add. There we we go. That looks really cool, actually. And now we just got to connect it all up in the middle. And there we go. That's our cog/gear done. So now we just need to paint it. Oh, I should use metal plates more often. This looks really nice. All right, that's one cog down. And I'm actually going to need to connect it to thing right here. I don't know what that is. So literally just something as simple as that should do. And now I just got to copy this on the other side. So give me a second while I'll copy all of this. Oh my days, this is going to be a pain. Okay, I think that's perfect. And now I think I will actually make this middle bit just a tad smaller than the gears. Yeah, don't tell me what these are supposed to be actually doing up here, but they do the do's, so it's doing the do's, and the do's do be doing stuff. Okay, that's the gears done, so let's actually start building up whatever this block's supposed to be. I'm gonna once again make it snowy like that. Alright, I like that. Let's get working on the details now. When I say details, I mean adding bits like the pipes, the tanks, the fans, everything that'll make this building come alive. So let's do that, starting with adding another building actually right here. Don't know why, but I feel like another one right here look quite nice. Just add a little bit more shape and character to the building. It will literally only be like this tall. Maybe we could actually have some chimneys coming out the top. That could be cool. Okay, now it's time for all the details. Like, for example, I want to add tiny little pipes right here in between these two buildings. Why? I have absolutely no idea. Okay, something like that is really nice. Now, I think I could actually copy and paste these windows over. It should work on this building, hopefully. So yeah, I'm just going to add these all over the building right here. Give me a second on that. Okay, a few minutes later, there we go. We have all the windows around this building. I feel like building some pipes, so I'm gonna build some pipes. First of all, coming from whatever this building is, I really have no idea. I feel like it would be cool if we had a pipe coming out of the ground like this. Maybe actually two pipes. And then attach it to the building like so. And then I actually want to raise this one. I think actually for these chimneys, I'm not gonna have whatever this staggered effect is. Just gonna have some normal straight pipes. I mean chimneys with like these cool, interesting top pieces to them. Using cones. That's right. We're using cone technology. There we go. All I need to do now is just add a few details to the side. And there we go. Those are those chimneys done. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a whole bunch more pipes. You get the gist. It's gonna take me a while because I want to add a lot of pipes. It's gonna probably transform this building, hopefully for the better. But I'll see you there. And an hour later, this is what it's looking like, and I'm really loving it. We've of course got the gears here. I've also added a whole bunch of these rocks on the roof, like we did over on that building. A whole bunch of pipes coming out the side into this tanker, which I just copied from that building. We've got these really cool looking chimneys up here, just to add a bit of variation for the chimneys. I really like these. We've got an AC unit. We've got a whole bunch of pipes down here. Even more pipes. We even added like this little bit of a gutter right here. Doesn't go around the entire building, but I thought it would just be a nice little detail right there. And yeah, overall, I'm loving it. It definitely brings home the factory's vibe we need. But now we need to do the interior, which is looking a bit empty. And first of all, I need to actually remove this part of the roof real quick. Okay, there we go. We have removed this layer of the roof right here on the interior. And it's looking really nice and open. And I think all we need to add is basically just pipes, fences, and maybe some windows. And that's basically it. Alright, so it'll go like this, and this, then this, then this side like this, then yes. So all I need to do now is just copy and paste these a bunch. And then if we flip it and move it all the way over to here, just pull it back a bit, and then there we go. We have that side. And there we go. We've done the base of our zigzag queue line. All I'm gonna do now is actually just copy and paste these windows and flip them all the way over like this. Put them out a bit like that, and there we go. We've got some of the windows on the interior. And there you go. I've added all the windows on the interior of this building. And yeah, it's pretty dark in here, so I'm gonna add some lights. And there we go. That is the light done. I really like that. I think it will fit really nicely in here. Now I just gotta hold it. I gotta group it all together. Okay, so if I add these throughout the building, yeah. Oh my. Yep, that's cool. Okay, I think the final thing that we need to do is just add nothing too crazy, just pipes going from one end to the other end of the ceiling like this. And I'll see you when I've done that. Alright, with all of that done, I'm gonna say that this interior is finished. We've added all the pipes here. It's really hard to move my camera around in this small area. Some are at different heights than others. They're pretty simple pipes, just with a few like just rings around them. But I think it looks really sick. But that finishes that building, and I really love how it turned out. And it's now time to move on to this building right here. And I think for this, it's going to be a bit of a different building to that. I think it's going to be a lot smaller in width ways, and it's going to be a lot taller. But yeah, I've got an idea in mind. I've also got a reference image to the side, and I think this building is going to be that big. Yeah. No one's going to be able to walk in it. It's just going to be this big, and I think it's also going to have another one of these over the top of it as a little like range protector thing. Yes. And I feel like we haven't had a time lapse in quite a while, so let's do one.
Don't stop. rush through my veins. You know, worship every inch your feet have touched. Baby, run away with me. You kill it lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy, you make my heart believe. There's only one of you, baby. Run away with me. Don't leave me lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy, you make my heart believe. There's no more clouds on the freeway.
And there we go, after a long while later, we're finally finished building this building. And yeah, it's the tallest one, with a whole bunch of features to it, like this crane. Someone in the private server, I can't remember at the top of my head, but they suggested that I should add a crane here on the balcony, which I thought was a fantastic idea. So I tried my best at trying to build one. I still need to add some details to it, which I just found I forgot. But it's carrying like a tank right here, in a crate, and the chains actually look like they're swinging, which is pretty cool. Got this statue of me right here, which I think I might change to like someone who will fit this sort of theme. We've got a whole bunch of windows, we've got trusses holding up the roof just for a little bit of variation in roofness. We have this massive boiling tanker right here, or something happening right here, with pipes leading all the way down into the ground, and there's also snow going around the trim of the tank right here, which I thought was pretty cool. Once again, a suggestion, I think, from Diamond Cloud 8. Then we've just got some more pipes, even more trusses, and I think it is looking really sick. But yeah, I have very much enjoyed this episode. We have done a lot. I don't know how I feel about the blue of this crane, let me know down below. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I think next episode we're going to work on the terrain to switch it up a bit, you know? Thank you all very much for watching, and see ya! See ya!